This is how you feel towards Cove for this step. It can change in later steps. Direct, relaxed, nervous, crush, indifferent. I'm gonna be relaxed because, like, why am I in love? I don't know this guy. And he needs someone, like, chill to just, be by his side. Yeah. We gonna do relax. We don't know him enough to be like, oh my god, that's my new baby. That's my bae. No. Plus we're 8. What the fuck? Let's be kids. Early that next morning, you was poking at your food, eating it slowly. Oh, I can save. Okay, hold on. Let's save right there. Your sister Lizzie had run out earlier to go play, but you stayed put. Today, just like your mom's, Today, just like your mom's had promised, Cove was coming over to hang out. He better come correct.
Excited to see your new friend again, Miranda.
Maybe we can become friends.
Now that said, are you done with your breakfast?
Yeah, why not?
Good child, you should be yes, so.
Cleanup began, and then on cue, there was a knock. It was hesitant, like the person wasn't sure they were in the right place. Still loud, though.
You need to get a more obvious play though.
I know, I know. Miranda, teacher get it?
Mm. This little girl got some privilege, cause my mom, she told me never to touch the door as a kid. You don't know who it is, it ain't me. I ain't tell you open the door. Don't touch that door. I think that's like a lot of black kids growing up. It's like moms was like, don't touch the door. You ain't got no business touching that door. Because mom said so. You wandered over to the door.
Hey, Oaks family. Thanks for having us.
No problem. Mr. Holden, as your moms have called him, and his son were here. Cove looked different in the bright lighting of your living room, and when he wasn't crying. With his dad standing in front of him and mom and mommy behind you, you and Cove looked at each other. You studied code ap- apathically. You studied code apathically. This was the parents' plan, not yours. Not seeming any more exciting than you were, he just stared back. You twisted the shell bracelet on your wrist. You twisted. I like crystals.
Do you want to go playing with Miranda?
Sure. Come on, it's upstairs. Okay. That's not in the evening, so have fun, kids.
See you later, son. Play nice.
You led him to your room, puffing out your chest a little bit at the sight of your treasures. There were lots of stuffed animals, a cool bed, a window to look out. It was a great room. You haven't had anyone to show it to in a while, but you were really proud of it. He leaned in a little closer to one of your drawings on the wall.
I like this.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
You smiled at him. You were proud of that particular piece of art, and you were glad he noticed it. He turned to look around the room a little more, studying the books on your desk and the pictures on your wall. Yeah, I'm liking the company. The vibes are right. The vibes are excellent. It was nice to have someone new to play with. Right? Then his eyes landed on the tiny box of beach things you collected tucked away by your door. He took a step towards it before hesitating and poking at it instead.
What's that? A hoard of stuff I found on the beach. I didn't have any extra food in there.
Or would I have driftwood? Dragging the box into the middle of the room, you and Cole flopped down next to it.
I think so. Yeah, see?
You gestured to the piece at the bottom, still covered with specks of sand.
This is a good collection.
Why you look at me like that? You need to back up, dude. You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice or to be... What is that word? I never... What the fuck is that word?
Shiloh.
Shiloh? What the fuck is a Shiloh? Okay. You got the sense from the tone of his voice that he wasn't just saying it to be nice or to be Shiloh. He actually meant it. What the hell?
Alright, I almost forgot. Shiloh's gonna be here today.
Who? Who is Shiloh?
Lizzie's friend, or like her #1 fan, I guess. Do I have to see him? It should be okay. I mean, he's Lizzie's friend, not mine, but you know.
Oh, that might be her little boo thing. She said he was a fan, so he might got a crush on her.
So man, check out my shells some more. I found this one and a big piece of seaweed that had washed the shore again.
You pulled out seashells after seashells, explaining where you got in each one and holding them up against the light. There were big ones, small ones, pink, purple, and orange. Most of them you washed off in the bathroom sink when you brought them home, cleaning off the sand. Over the past few years, you even learned some of their scientific names. The collection was so huge and very varied that you had lots of funny stories to tell for all of them. Your voice flattered a little bit, but you kept going as apparently like fascinated either by the stories or by the shells themselves, Cove listened with what looked like the full force of his attention. Like when you almost got pinched by a hermit crab while searching for shells, and after watching him scuttle back into the ocean, you found another empty shell that was almost a twin to his home. So y'all just out here kidnapping like crabs' homes? Ain't cool. This was a new experience to be the center of such delicate focus, even if it was only directed at the shells.
Kids, come down to the living room.
You could tell the idea was making him unhappy, but Mommy wasn't giving much of a chance to hang around. Cove haven't been like this meeting you. You guessed it was because he thinks you found each other by accident, not that a parent made it happen. Mr. Holden must be right that telling Cove his dad was part of that would be a bad idea. He need to get out his shell more. Before you knew it, you both been escorted downstairs and deposited in the living room, ready for Shiloh's visit. The two of you sat side by side on the floor of your home entryway.
I brought the box of shells. I wanted to keep looking at them.
You better not steal my box. I will. You weren't sure if you could trust someone else with your treasures yet, so you stayed next to him while he opened the lid, peering inside. Cole reached in to pull out a big orange shell.
Oh.
Like he hadn't spoken out loud yet, he turned to you and held it up, his eyes shining.
I think this one's the best of them.
That's my favorite too. I like a different one best. I can show it to you. Yeah, let him keep it. Cole looked at you in surprise, his eyes going wide.
Really?
Yeah, you're my friend.
Sure, you like it a lot, right? But I don't want to take it from you. It's okay.
You got the impression he was hesitant to accept something because he didn't know you very well.
No, it's okay for you.
You pushed the shell against Cove's chest, willing him to receive the present, but Cove firmly shook his head and kept his arm tightly at his side. It was a battle you couldn't win, but at least not today. Cove was your neighbor now. Maybe you could give it to him another time. The two of you were still sitting on the floor, looking through your collection of beach findings when the doorbell finally rang. Cove jumped, startled by the sound. Since the person had a knock, you figure it was probably Shiloh. He knew where to look for that.
Lizzie's friend?
You nodded, but that didn't seem to make Cole feel better. Is this dude territorial? Like, nobody came here to see you. He came here to see my sister, not you. Like, it's not about you. You little dickhead. It was pretty obvious. It was already obvious that Cove didn't hide his feelings well. You could tell what he was thinking right away.
This isn't a good idea. You'll be alright. He's here. You can't tell him to leave. He's at our only door. If you go upstairs, he'll find you.
Eee. Damn. Grove glanced around the room, his eyes wide, and finally paused with his gaze locked onto the back of the house.
I can go out the window.
He was already walking towards it, scrambling to think of something to say. You step forward and then pause. I'm like the least scary person alive.
Any single bunny rabbit is scarier than Shiloh. But I don't want to see him. I don't know him.
You tease him. I'm gonna encourage him.
Hey, if you do have a hard time with him, I'll tell him to leave. Is that okay? Okay.
Shiloh poked his head into the living room. It was impossible to know for sure if he heard what we have been saying or not, but you guessed that he had. Oh, I'm thinking this is like a teenager. No, it's another little kid. Oh, okay. So her sister must not be that different in age.
Hi, Miranda. Cove?
Cole shot you an uneasy glance.
Hi. Hi, Shiloh. It's nice to meet you. Yeah. You have a lot of freckles. Right, I do. What are you guys doing? We look at shells. Awesome. Can I do it too?
Cole shrugged and looked back at your box of beach findings.
What about that one?
The plan for the afternoon, at least as far as you were concerned, was to sit and look at the beach things some more. You weren't really in the mood to do much of anything else.
Hey, check out the scallop shell I found. Cool, right? It's a pretty color, kind of like my cat's.
The beautiful glittering paint did look a little bit like the wrap around his arm.
Pink is a nice color. Okay. Is it your favorite? Not really. What is? Maybe green or blue. It might be yellow. Oh, those are all cool. I guess.
This man he's a little asshole. Like, he's trying to be nice and trying to be your friend. You're actually being a dick for no reason. Like, get it together. Like, I would be like, those are better colors.
Says you.
Like, usually, it didn't take long for Shiloh to get fidgety. Lizzie was his favorite. Without her around, Shiloh didn't seem to know what to do with himself. And Cole wasn't like your sister. He wasn't that much like you either.
Is Lizzie coming back? Don't know. Aww. Where'd she go? I think she's at the beach, probably. Is she playing at her park?
Cole's eyes lit up at the mention of the park, and he looked towards you.
There's a park? Yeah, there's a... Can you show me? I want to go.
It's like a little dog. Here's park or car ride, and ears perk up. He started getting up before you had even answered. Shiloh jumped up beside him in excitement.
Really? You do? Too? Right, Miranda. The park is fun.
Sure.
Yeah, it's right at the beach, so there's lots of fun stuff to do and lots of sand. It has a jungle gym and a bunch of swings. That sounds like it could be cool. So are we going to find Lizzie?
Get off my sister's dick. Damn. She don't want you. Let my sister breathe. God damn.
I didn't know I really wanted to see her. I just wanted to check the park out.
Adrift without any direction, Shiloh finally turned to you.
Okay.
He perked up. Both boys wanted to go. It was only fair. After getting permission from your moms, the three of you were ready to head out. It was a short walk to the park. Lizzie had convinced your mom that it was so short she should always be allowed to walk there by herself. When you found her, she was hanging on the jungle gym, swinging back and forth.
Hey, Lizzie.
Her face lit up when she saw you, her big brown eyes going wide.
Miranda, Shiloh. Hi.
She dropped to the ground and landed with a soft thud in the sand. In a split second, Shiloh had abandoned you two and scrambled over to stand by her. Wow. Okay. You were used. I see why she said that's her biggest fan. Yo. You were used to being left out when it was just the three of you, but now Cove was here. You weren't sure this was an improvement. This is definitely an improvement. Oh, I got a little... Okay. Mommy!
Who's that? It's Cove. He's new. I remember. Hi, Cove. Welcome to my park. Nobody ever comes to play here, so this is where we get together.
She gestured widely with her arms as if to present the area to the newcomer. While Lizzie continued talking, you took the chance to kick off your shoes and wiggle your toes through the warm sand.
Nice, huh? In this neighborhood, I'm the one who comes up with the ideas. You are? Yeah, I am. Who else could handle the job? Lizzie is the oldest.
Cha!
By a lot. My mom said you're Miranda's age.
Girl, you look no older than like 10 years old. Maybe 11. You can't be no older than 12. I promise you.
Yeah. That's so. I'm still the only one in this group with double digits.
This little wench.
What about other kids? Other kids? There aren't any. We're the only kids here, and Shiloh is just visiting from another place. Not even tourists really bring their kids here. This is the land of ancients. Be careful. That's the oldies. Don't try to steal your youth.
Be careful that the oldies don't try to steal your youth. It's crazy. She sounded so bummed out when you said that. For a second, it looked like he might cry again. That was crybaby.
What kind of old people? Like moms and dads or grandparents who don't have kids? They hate kids. Why? We haven't done anything.
Child. Like for real, you're being weird. You interject quickly, hoping Cove wouldn't start crying again. He snuffled, his forehead creasing with worry. Lucy was staring Cove down, but Cove wasn't even looking at her anymore. He didn't seem to care that she was there. He went into his own head. Shiloh was the next one to speak, completely unaware of the situation.
I met Lizzie and Miranda in school. You'll see ton of kids there once summer is over. I want to go to a new school. I don't want summer to end.
Cha. Shiloh looked down to the dirt. He hasn't had much luck striking up conversation with Cove. He probably doesn't like other boys. I think he's just used to being around like girls.
I like summer vacation a lot too.
All the building tension in the air suddenly vanished when Lizzie laughed. At Shiloh's discomfort at how weird she thought Cove was at something else entirely. You didn't really know, but she laughed, face scrunching up.
Okay.
Welcome to Sunset Bird Cove. Take a seat, put up your feet, and get used to it. Yeah, basically. Suck it up. Oh yeah. For the rest of the summer, Cove was always there. You saw him more than Shiloh, and on some days, when she was in a bad mood or busy, you even saw him more than Lizzie. He became a staple of your everyday life, the way sun and lunch and the beach were. The first summer, you haven't really been interested in him one way or another. He was just kind of a fact of life, someone you meet with because he was there. Of course, that was the only that was. Oh, I'm fucking stupid. Of course, that was only the start of things. Library, ghosts, barbecue, runaway, sleepover. Huh.
Many months later.
One of them is not like the other. One of them is not like the other. Okay. Okay, so I had to pick a moment. Shopping, grow up, long day. Grown up. Okay, shopping, grown up, long day, sandcastle. There's fireflies, and then you have the DLC stuff. Let's build a snow. Let's. I was gonna say let's build a snowman. I don't know. I kind of want to do shopping or sandcastle. Sandcastle. Cove wasn't able to do many things that summer. When you, him, and Celio sat out on a shoreline one bright morning, you could tell he wanted to be in the water. But there was no way he'd be swimming anytime soon, not with his cast. Ain't nobody tell you break your arm? The waves washed a single shell to shore, glittering and blue. Another reminder of the places he couldn't go. But when I've heard I'm doing that thing where my tongue moves quicker than my eyes. From what I've heard about Cove's old life so far, in tiny pieces and fragments, you can tell that you could tell that he'll do anything to be able to get that cast off. Like make a pact with a witch or something, just to get it off his arm. You thought about how his summer last year must have been totally different from this, with his old home and his mom and dad. But now he was here with you and Celio and Lizzie and everyone else, and he couldn't even go in the sea. This town wasn't bad. It had all your favorite things in it. But sitting there on the same beach, you'll grown up on you could. What? Am I dyslexic? What the fuck did that just say? This town wasn't bad. It had all your favorite things in it. But sitting there on the same beach, you had? Who used you'd? Like, on the for real, who used that? I never used you had like that ever. It just never sounded right. You had grown up on you.
What?
I'm sorry, what? Is this even English? You'd had. What the fuck? Okay, fuck it. I don't even know if that was English. Maybe I'm not that high. Maybe I can't read. I don't know. But let me like. Am I in the wrong? Let me know. Like, am I in the wrong? Please tell me. You watched him from the corner of your eye quietly, and he finally said out loud what you had been pondering.
I wish I could go in. The water? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. You're gonna be able to do it soon.
Cove only sighed in response. Apparently, soon wasn't soon enough.
It's so pretty, the ocean.
You're a dickhead. Like, why would you say that? You're so mean.
and huge. There could be anything out there, like mermaids.
Yeah. Um. mm, 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 mm. I'm not gonna be a Debbie Downer. Um, I'm gonna be like I don't really care. Saleo gaped. I think that's gap. Saleo gapped at you, but Cove just shrugged.
Well, I do.
Obviously not interested in hearing much more of your input on the situation. Cove turned back to the water. But as he looked away, something about Saleo's slow, careful movements caught his eye.
Hey, are you building a sandcastle? Sort of. I was only playing around while you were talking. I'm listening. Maybe I could too. I've only made big piles before.
Sounds like fun. Shit, when was the last time I even went to the beach and made a sandcastle? Like, it's been so long. But like, the beach is not really even that fun no more. Because they be so dirty. Like, ugh.
It's really nothing special. I'm sure you'll be good at it right away. Well, how do you do it then?
Salio's cheeks lit up. You could tell he was a little bit uncomfortable to have Cove's my eyes work expectant. Damn, I guess I can't read. Expect what? I feel like I'm saying it right, but in my brain it's like, no, that's wrong. Expectant? Because that is my voice. Because that's definitely expectant? Expectant stare? Am I overthinking this? This is why black people don't read.
I'll play too.
I love making sand stuff. I never really made one before. I'll say I love making sand stuff.
Okay.
He puts his hands back to his seashells and sand and nodded.
I don't do a lot. Here's how I like to get a house started.
Silos, focusing more intently than you ever seen him, guided Cove through his process. You happily used your own method. It didn't take long for the three of you to each have humble structures prepared.
That's all kind of. You can do anything now. Like make it bigger, add some seashells, carve a pretty pattern. I bet you'll have great ideas. I'm gonna make it bigger. Mine's is gonna be a real castle. Whoa, this is gonna be a house.
Looking at the base of your sandcastle you decided to make. I'm gonna make a mansion because big dog, big nuts, we make big shit. Looking at the base of your sandcastle, you decided to design a mansion. The pretty part of the next hour... Dyslexic. The better part of the next hour was spent focusing on your own work. The boys were the same. Even Silo didn't sneak as many peeks at everyone else as he usually did. You finished shaping before either of them did, glancing up from what you built. It seems you got done so fast because they already searched around for extra decorations. Silo had grabbed most of the really interesting stuff, and then Cove had a lot of the shells, but there were still options. The first thing you reached for was a buttercup? What? Sea glass? I'm gonna do a blue shell. It was the best fit for your mansion, you decided. The blue color of it still reminded you of the clear water, so you put it in a funny place where they take a second look to see it. Placed with your results, she finally took a proper look around that wasn't focused on the sand itself. Both Cove and Silo seemed super immersed still. You knew you could probably sneak a peek at either one's work. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm not gonna look yet. You instead watched some clouds go by. Ooh. The silence was then broken.
What's on top of yours, Silo?
You peeked closer and discovered something shiny sticking out of Silo's sand chimney.
Oh, it's just a gum matter. It looks like smoke. It's good. That's smart.
That's pretty creative. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't think of that.
You really know a lot about this.
Silo smiled without a word, and that was that for the current topic.
Miranda, can I see what you did? Sure.
He began surveying your work. All you really knew about mansions was that they were supposed to be big, so you gone really big. So you had gone really big. Huh. It was the size of the country club that Lizzie played golf at compared to the Cove and Silo's buildings, probably even bigger. Silo quickly decided to jump in the new conversation.
Hey Miranda, what did you do? This is my mansion. It looks great. Your house is so big.
I'm gonna say thanks.
You're welcome. I don't think that's the same as a house. Huh? It's being a house tag? No, but we each made our own place. Nobody is the same. I think we are.
What's your problem? Close raised that eyebrow at that.
If something is the only one of that thing, that makes it special. Yeah, for sandcastles and stuff. People too. My dad always says how everybody is their own man, a real individual. I don't think I'm very special. Why not? Nobody else is you.
Silo simply shook his head.
I'm not different.
You have self-esteem issues. I hope you grow out of that. A beat passed between the two. Cole then looked down at his own work again.
Okay.
Yeah, everybody can have confidence. Don't try to push your beliefs on other people. Even like trying to boost them up. Like, yeah, you can give them compliments and everything, but if somebody feels and thinks that low of themselves, let them figure it out, because eventually they're gonna be passive aggressive about it, and then it's just gonna alter your whole image of how you think of that person, because they're so like, you know, they act that way. But still, I say, he didn't seem to be bothered leaving the disagreement hanging there. Cove had other things on his mind. Yeah, because at that point it's like, okay, the fuck? I'm gonna be that nigga, you can be little nigga. Like, I feel Cove. Like, at that point it's like, okay, you think less of yourself. I'm not going to like bush your head up. You're a chicken head.
My dad tried to get me to make sandcastles the first time came to this beach. I didn't want to.
Cove trailed off again. There was nothing. There was another moment of silence. Silo shifted and opened his mouth to say something, but Cove spoke up before he could. You didn't think he knows that Shiloh was going to talk.
Hey, do you know what happened when your moms met my dad, Miranda?
You waited to see if Shiloh would say what he wanted to. When he didn't, you considered Cove's question. Ah, damn. Yo. Oh my god, I feel so sad for this kid, cause what? You're really a pushover. Oh my god.
I wasn't there. They didn't tell me. I just remember what happened when I met your dad.
Oh yeah. We don't talk about that. Mr. Holton had been a weird stranger then. Well, he was still kind of strange. No other parent acted like him. But you knew him better at this point. Not that you thought about it. It made a lot of sense that Cove's dad talked to him about people being unique. You were pulled from your thoughts when Cove continued.
Oh, well, I was there. I don't think my mom has met your dad. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she has it. Miranda's parents and my dad met the same day, and it hurt. I'm gonna say what happened.
Shiloh frowned to himself, ducking his head. His hat cast a shadow over his face. You can tell that he was upset at not being included in Cove's choice of topic. Aww! Honey, it's okay. You don't have to insert yourself in every single thing. It's fine. It's okay to just be a listener. It's okay to just be an observer. Sometimes you just gotta let people that think everything is about them be about them. Because at some point in their life, they'll crash out and their whole world is gonna just pop when they find out, okay, I'm not the center of the earth. So, be you. Be you. Never change, Shiloh. That was kind of boring for him, though. Giving people their own turn to say the things they wanted to point to. Yeah, like, what the fuck? Let him talk.
We were talking, just not right now. I'm talking to you. He can listen.
What? Shiloh's expression barely flickered at the words. He still looked put off. What? Yo, you're arrogant. You're arrogant. You're a little dickhead. Cause what? Ah, that is so crazy. That's insane. That's so fucking insane. Cove continued like the interruption hadn't happened. He was determined to tell the tale. Nick, I don't care. I don't care. I want to talk about something else. I don't care. Like, what are you saying? Like, you are so rude. Why do you think I want to talk to you after you've been so rude? Especially to my sister's friend. Like, you're so weird. Go somewhere. You're being weird.
When we moved here, we didn't bring a lot of things with us. Only some stuff that would fit in Dad's car. We didn't even get a moving truck.
Did you really just interrupted my sister's... Nah, fuck all that. Did you really just interrupt my friend to just complain? Huh? Oh, no.
I sat in there while Dad brought it all inside.
You're an asshole. You little dickhead.
I didn't want to get out, because I knew Dad would make me look around the new house. I really didn't want to do that.
His lips twisted into a frown as he recalled that.
Then I saw your moms. They were in a car too and stopped at your house. I guess they were coming back from somewhere or something. My dad noticed. He waved his hand. Then he went over to the front of your house where he started talking to them. I don't know what they said. I couldn't hear it. But he couldn't see me anymore since he was looking the other way. So I opened the car door and left. I wanted to get away and went behind the houses. I found those hills there. The ones where we met for the first time.
So you telling me you not only disrespected old boy right here, but tried to check me like I give a fuck about why you did what you did. And it was just some... You suck at telling stories, first of all. Second of all, you're a dickhead. Like, Miranda sounds so uninterested. Like, nobody cares. Cove nodded, then stared at you. You stared back. He didn't go on to say anything more.
Aren't you going to finish your story?
Cove's brow wrinkled, like he didn't understand why you were surprised.
Huh? That's all that happened.
So yeah, you just like, you say you was gonna tell a story. Like, all you did was just say what happened. Oh my god. Exactly, like, what was the point?
What was the reason, bitch? What was the reason?
Oh my god.
I don't get what the point was.
Like, for real, I don't understand what that was. What was the reason?
But that was how our parents met, and then make the story up. That was not really my point.
Cove just was not understanding the issue here. Silo's mouth twisted into a scowl. of disbelief, but he said nothing. Yo, stop being a little boy. Go. You seem like the type to like. I can't even be mad at you because I used to be a nice kid like you. That's crazy.
Why you bring that up anyway?
There was a slight shrug of Cole's shoulders.
I was thinking about it because of the sandcastle. It made me remember when I moved here. Dad showed me the beach first before we went back to the part on God. He was really excited about it for some reason.
Cole's brow frowned a little as he quickly racked his hands through the sand.
I get it.
I do not get it. I don't understand. I think it was a waste of time and you were just being an asshole. But c'est la vie. You thought maybe Mr. Holton wasn't that excited about the beach and was instead hoping Cove might be. But the line of conversation had come to its end. Even Cove was done with it. Some other topic had popped into his head. Shiloh's fidget uncomfortably in the sand had made Cove aware of his presence again. They looked at each other and you could only wonder what this might be about.
Hey, Shiloh.
Yeah?
Why you always turn so red even when nothing is happening?
You are so rude. Clearly startled, he jerked back. Neither you or Shiloh had expected that to be how he got included in the conversation again. He's really, bruh. I don't want to, because they're young kids, I don't think it's like he a punk ass kid, so I'm gonna like, keep sunning him type shit. I think Cove is like just arrogant as hell and ignorant.
I don't know, I guess. Okay, it's kind of weird.
I'm starting to not like this kid. I'm starting to not like him. Oh my god. Shiloh's eyes were wide with embarrassment, and his lips twitched, and he was blushing even harder than before. Maybe it wasn't only this. Perhaps it was simply the last straw, but it was the big deal to Shiloh. A huge deal. He didn't just look sad, he seemed almost panicked. You finna give that boy an anxiety attack. You weren't sure if he was about to cry or run away or what, but you soon got an answer.
Why do you wear glasses? Most kids don't wear glasses, and nobody's named Cole. Who asked you to come? It was probably just your dad bugging Miranda's family some more, because you don't have anyone else who will ever play with you.
Whoa. Nah, he was like, you know what? Fuck you. God, that nigga read him from field. Cole blinked. The tension on the beach was suddenly uncomfortable in a way you didn't know how to laugh off. Nah, if I was Miranda, I would be laughing my fucking ass off. Like, I would, Cough would have hated me. I would bust out laughing. Yo. It didn't seem like the kind of thing he gets upset about, though you haven't ever known what kind of thing would bother Shiloh.
I'm sorry. Me too. I was just wondering.
Yeah, let's build another sandcastle.
The day is gonna be over soon. Oh, Miranda, you're right. The sun is going down so fast.
You all went back to making more sand buildings, but the whole mood had changed. Shiloh's cheeriness was clearly gone, and Cole looked as confused as ever about why the other boy had blown up. You tired of your shit, you an asshole. He got tired of you bullying him. That's basically the thing, like. The air stayed uncomfortable the rest of the afternoon, right up to the moment that Shiloh's mom appeared at the beach to take him home. At least you tried to do something to resolve it, though. And it seemed like it helped. Even though Shiloh's smile when he said goodbye to Cole wavered, it stayed as bright as ever for you. That had to count for something. But with Shiloh gone and the sun going down, you knew it was time for you and Cole to head to your own houses. The two of you trailed out of the park together towards the neighborhood. The walk home was quiet. You passed by familiar landmarks, shoes thumping against the sidewalk in near perfect unison. Cove was clearly caught up in thinking about something. Yeah, I'ma ask him. Something was definitely up, so you chose to reach out to him and ask.
Hey Cole, is everything okay? You're making a funny face.
That nigga thinking about how much he got read. He literally got read for filth, like he got read for filth.
Oh, I was just wondering.
Yeah, that's your problem. You always wondering. You let your mind have peace and rest and stop open your mouth yapping just about anything. Cove fell silent again for a few more seconds, then sighed.
Why Shadow act like that when I said he was all red a lot?
You were rude to him. He was just being a baby. You shouldn't make fun of him. I don't know. It's just Shiloh. I'm gonna say you shouldn't make fun of him.
I wasn't. It sounded like you were. I didn't mean to. I guess I can get it. Why you would do that? Sometimes I get it too.
Despite seemingly coming to a conclusion, Cole's mood was still sour.
What Shiloh said it didn't make sense anyway. Parents always talk to each other, parents, and set up stuff so that kids play together. My dad didn't do the evening bear.
Your dad gave me a $20 bills to be friends with you. He definitely did something weird. Yikes. You struggle not to make a face at that. His dad definitely did something weird to try and get you to spend time with Cove. But Cove didn't know that. I'm not telling him either. No. Nobody makes me spend time with you. Exactly. Like, I do what I want. I had the option to spend time with you, and I took it. I could have just took the money and went home. I could have finessed the nigga, but I did it. You know? I gave you a chance. I found out you're an asshole. But it's okay. We're gonna work on that. Cole's shoulders relaxed. You hadn't even noticed that he had tension up. Oh, he had tensed up.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Anyway, I knew the whole time Shallow shouldn't have been saying things like that.
You nodded, but you didn't speak. You kept your eyes firmly on the ground. By now, the two of you were on the sidewalk near your houses. It was time to part ways.
Bye, Cole.
Your parents hadn't planned anything else for you, though you knew you'd see him eventually. Cove nodded, already turning away.
Bye, Miranda.
Oh, those two are so cute. It's like the best of friends. So adorable. You made your way to your house at a leisurely pace. I think that's how you say that. I don't know. My brain is not very man. Going up the driveway to get to the front door before you went inside. You looked back. Cove was halfway to his house, his hands shoved into his pockets. You still felt a little unsure what you're supposed to do about the deal Cove's dad had offered. You don't talk about it. You took the money. You don't talk about it. Like, what? There's nothing to talk about. Like, what are you saying? You didn't want to say something bad or something you shouldn't. You might change your mind sometime. There was always tomorrow after all. But for now, it was definitely something that you'll keep to yourself. With a final look, you went inside your house. What? Why would I bring it up? That makes no sense of me to do. Like, that's so extra. Like, it's not that deep. Like, yeah, he paid me $20. He paid me $20 to be your friend, but like, it's not that deep because I could have still said no. So no, I'm not disappearing. I'm not on hiatus. I just been like extremely busy. You know, when you work 2 jobs and everything, and editing on top of that, it just takes a fucking lot to do. So I do apologize, and I'm not inconsistent. I've been recording. It's just editing takes huge amount of times throughout the day, especially when you work 2 jobs. So I hope you guys love the video and everything. And I'm gonna keep uploading. Just keep the faith, okay? Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.